Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia for this U13A female action here between the Quad County Whitecaps and the Metro East Inferno. The Inferno rocking the white, and they will be going left to right of our broadcast booth, and the Quad County Whitecaps in the black as we are officially underway here. Thank you for tuning into this High Button Sports live stream action. My name is Matt Dudelay, and I will have the call here for you this morning and the rest of the day if you happen to be a frequent flyer of our streams, as we are officially underway now. As that puck's going to be pushed inside the zone now as the Inferno are away. There goes Greenwood down the right side. She's going to have a step. She's going to get that in deep. Now it's held in at the line. It's going to be picked up by McLean. McLean over the Maya McLean. Down the right side. Top of the circle, stopped up, shot towards the net. That puck is tipped, but it goes wide. As now that puck's going to end up going down the length of the ice, and it looks like icing is going to be waved off right away. Tip of the teeth, the tongue, the lips here, folks, as I get situated once again. Centering pass there, that's picked off. Now it's pushed ahead. Back to Amaro. Amaro's just going to spin around in the neutral zone, look for a pass, finds Hendry, just out of her reach. As that was Mariner there battling Hendry for it. As Barker's going to push that and right in front of the broadcast booth here, so great look there at some of the action. As now Amaro went over the blue line. She's going to leave it there for Ross, who fires that towards the net. The rebound sitting in the crease here, and a good job there to clear the host was the Whitecaps defense. That's going to be shot the length of the ice. That's going to take a weird hop, and I don't think it's going to have enough for icing, as no, it does not. That's going to go down on the goaltender for the Inferno, and what a perfect time to mention our starting goaltenders here. First for the Metro East Inferno, number 1, Madeline Walsh, and then for the Quad County Whitecaps, number 31. I think it says Penny here. McDonald, nonetheless, is the last name. So if I got that wrong, I do apologize. As now the puck's going to be held in deep there by Maggie McNeil. Shot there, that goes through all the way to the net there. Smothered up, rebound on the doorstep, and it's still loose. And now it's held on to by Walsh, and she's going to hang on as we're going to get a quick look here into our camera as Walsh gets taps from her teammates. A nice up-close look there, the starting goaltender here for the Inferno. She's ready to go now as there's a face-off to her left, as that puck was won right back to the point now. And that's going to be cleared here by the Inferno, and it's going to come over to the neutral zone now. As Molly McDonald's going to send that inside. That's picked up by Alice McLean. She fires that in deep. Centering pass there through everybody's feet and into the slot area there as Caitlin McLeod tried to fire that one home, but she fanned on that. That's going to be pushed out into the neutral zone here. Saucer pass up the wall. Looking for McKinnon, just out of her reach. That's going to find McLean here. Had a great game yesterday, and the one that I seen had a couple goals, couple points. And she's an absolute buzzsaw out there. She just continues to pepper. Nice move into the left side. Shot there. And a big save there by Madeline Walsh as she's going to keep this one deadlocked at zeros. Just under 3 minutes into this one here. We've already had a few opportunities there as that shot from Burns hits a midsection there of Miller, and she's down the left side. Miller shot there and a save by McDonald, and that rebound's going to be pushed to the side there, and they're going to try and clear that, but it hits a stick there of the Inferno. In behind the net. Off the side there as that centering attempt hits the backside of the post. As now McNeil's going to have it. She's going to exit the zone. She gets that one out. Good job to stay strong on that. As Piero's in on the forecheck. Madeline Greenwood in behind the net there. She's surveying. Up to the point. Held in at the line. And now that's going to get in deep here. Now the Inferno are going to try and clear that one. They almost do as Marshall's going to have to race for it here. But so is Burns. Burns is going to get there first on the backhand. Greenwood's there to meet her. That puck's going to be sent out through the neutral zone. That's not going to have enough for icing here as that's going to go down into the Whitecap zone. Good job there to hit the brakes. That forechecker was coming in hard as that was Eve Hendry. So Maya McLean's going to have it. She makes a nice move. Just inside her blue line. She's tripped up. Play continues. And Greenwood down the right side. She's going to make a move there, and that puck gets chipped up over her. There's a delayed offside. And now it is going to be offside here, so we're going to have a neutral zone face-off with 10:41 left to go here in the first period. And if you're watching this and you're somewheres away, feel free to drop it in the comments to let us know where you're watching from. Always very curious to see where the viewers are from and who they're watching, as we bring you this 2023 Female Provincial Championship action. It's great to see so many female teams here across the province. The hockey's been great so far, as we're now into the U13A section here. As earlier was the U11A, and we're going to continue on going up the ranks as we go through the weekend here. As away goes Hendry. Hendry, left side here for the Inferno. Pushed off the puck there as Kennedy's going to chip that off the boards. That's going to find the stick there of McDonald. Held it into the line, but they had already regrouped, so they're good to go now. Mariner for the Whitecaps. Mariner in over the blue line. Good job to stay onside there as the Inferno coach wanted offside. That puck's going to end up down onto the net there of Walsh and held on to here for a face-off. Pushed ahead here. The Inferno will try to get away on transition as Chapman had that poked off her stick, and now it's going to stay inside the blue line, but the Whitecaps were already in good position offensively, so they were already onside. And that's going to be in front of the net there. Shot attempt off the stick of Lila McKinnon, and she fanned on that one. As now it's going to be pushed up the wall. Almost held on to there, but it comes out inside the neutral zone as McClellan's going to fire that back down as Barker's going to step up there. Yeah, good job there as away go the Whitecaps down the right side. Good pressure there from Ross. That's Elise Ross. And a good job there by Caitlin McLeod to jump into the play and hold the line and get that deep, and she heads for a change, and that's a smart change. So little things like that go a long way, especially as you move up the ranks, when to change correctly. That shot from the point is tipped on net. And Walsh gets the blocker up just in case. And she hangs on here once again. We're going to have a face-off with 8:46 left to go now. First period action. Face-off is just tied up there in the face-off dot. As McLean's going to get that. She's going to hold the line. Fires that towards the net. That's going to make its way down to Walsh. And she's going to hold it, but it's free there as Walsh thought she had it. Good heads-up play there by Taylor McKay to jump in and realize where that puck was. As now Burns is going to have it for the Whitecaps in the neutral zone. Backhand chance. She's going to fire that in. Delayed offside. Now it's waved off. As she tries to make a move there, and a nice stick by Madison to Wolf. And she took that opportunity away. Centering pass, that's going to go down the length of the ice. And that will have enough for icing, is that stretch pass intended for a target that was heading to the bench for a change. It's going to just come outside the line now. Shot off the side of the net. As Greenwood's going to have it, she's going to rim that around for Abelera. That will be Abelera on the wall. She's going to have that now. She's going to try and exit the zone here as that puck is pushed through the middle of the ice, and that's going to find the stick there of Eve Hendry. Hendry now is just going to fire that out of the neutral zone here for McDonald for the Whitecaps. Push back towards the middle of the ice there as McKinnon tried to get away. Now it's going to be inside the Whitecap zone here. Delayed offside here. The Inferno are going to have to regroup and touch up. As now Greenwood's going to have it. She's just going to fire that inside the zone. Now Hendry now, she's going to look up. She had a lot more time than she thought. She's going to fire that at the net, and McDonald's going to hang on as we'll get our first look at the goaltender McDonald here for the Whitecaps. There she is there, giving a little tap to her post, looking like she's ready to go now as we're going to have a face-off to her left. As now Barker takes a spill. Luckily, Tortola had the puck there, so no harm done there on the rush. Now that puck's going to be held in. Barker's going to fire that towards the net. Picked up here by Kennedy. She's going to reel around the net and go down the other side for Alice McLean. McLean had that roll off her stick now as Kennedy's going to fire that up the wall, but it's held in there by Amaro. Taylor Amaro there at the left point. And now they're just going to send that through the middle of the ice, and that's not going to be icing there as that goes just away from the stick. And Amaro's going to have to give chase there as McLean's hard on her. She turned around and seen her coming and really turned on the Jets there. Now it's going to be held in by Kennedy at the line here for the Whitecaps. Back to the line again. Good call there by the linesman there. She was right on site. And that puck did not, in fact, leave the line. Or leave the zone, rather. As now Mumbercat's going to have it. She tries to chip that, but it's stolen by McNeil. And now it's going to be sent through the middle of the ice. And they're just going to leave that there as McLean drops that back for her defender, and she's going to head for a change. Down the right side, Whitecaps shot there from a distance. That's going to be tipped up into the gear and held onto by Walsh. As McKinnon had that shot from a distance. They're in a battle for that just inside the line, but that's going to be held in. That's going to be pushed towards the net, and that's going to go down to the far corner. As they rim that around to the other side. There's 5:23 left to go as that centering pass. Looking for Burns at the point. And now that's going to be Kenley Miller down the left side. She's going to have a step now, and that puck just rolled off her stick. As that was a great opportunity for her. She took that puck almost coast to coast here, and away goes McLeod. McLeod, right side, head of steam, dodges a diving body. Shot there off the side of the net. Looked like it went in from here, but it's on the back there. And they're going to have to whack away at it. And now it's free. As Miller's going to have it here for the Inferno. She centers out, but it's turned over at the blue line. Shot through a crowd, tipped there by her own player. As Walsh gets it, rebound on the back door, and that was just put wide by McLean. Burns, left side point. She's just going to rim that around now in behind the net as McLean's going to pick it up here for the Whitecaps. She tries to carry it out front, but it rolls off her stick. Into the slot area now. Shot attempt there from Piero. Hits a skate and ends up wide. Back down low. Burns not taking any chances trying to hit shin pads, so she rims that around to the corner where McLean was sitting there ready to go. And she's centering pass there. It's just through the feet as the Whitecaps were changing, so she was left all alone down there, and now it's going to be rimmed back around as she scans before she gets the puck, and a great thing to see there is the head up before you even receive the puck. Now shot from the point through a crowd, doesn't make it through. As DeWolf was there, and they're going to fire another one at the net. Shot there. Walsh got a piece of that, and that goes wide. Rebound, side of the net once again, hits it into the crease area. Shot. They bang away at it, and it's sitting there, and that's going to be in the back of the net. And we're going to wait to see who officially gets the goal. Usually a good determination is whoever leads the pack. It looks like it's going to be number 16, Anna McDonald, on the doorstep as that puck was just sitting in the slot area there for what felt like an eternity. And the Whitecaps are going to get their first lead of the game. 1-0 lead here with 3:51 left to go. Let's push through the neutral zone here. Pushed away by Greenwood. That's going to hit a stick and go back down in the zone, so no icing on the play. As that centering pass is picked off, and a good job there by Maggie McNeil to get that one out. And now the Inferno are going to be offside as they tried to play that puck, but it's delayed now, and that's going to be pushed back in the zone as they regroup. Greenwood now. She's going to walk the line. She's going to turn back and go the other way. She didn't like that option. Now she's going to make her way down the wall here. Good job there to take the open ice and head down. Greenwood, right side. She's going to fire that at the net there. And that goes into the glove of McDonald. And I'm not sure if she knew entirely right off the bat, but nonetheless, she holds on with 3:03 left to go. Stuff down the right corner. Now they battle away for that, and that's going to be pushed into the middle, looking for Abalera. And that's out of her reach, and that's going to find the stick of McLean for the Whitecaps, and she's going to wheel down the right side. McLean down, goes to the left that for Pierre, but she's going to take that now. She's going to turn, fire that at the net. That goes into the slot area. And that's going to be chipped out into the neutral zone here by the Inferno. Now they're going to enter the zone. Maya McLean down the right side, 1-on-3, makes a nice move there, goes to the backhand. Pass out front, backhand chance. As that puck was laying in the slot area once again here. Back to the point, through a crowd, shot there. And that goes in the back of the net from the point. That puck had eyes. And it looks like that's going to be Allie McClellan, if I'm not mistaken. As we have a peek there at the goal scorers, that one went right through a crowd. So 2-0 Whitecaps here. 2:07 left to go. So that's going to be our first penalty of the game here, as that's going to be number 4, Sophia Marshall. She's going to sit for 2, maybe less. All right, sorry about that, folks. Had to go deal with something. Just a little bit of a glitch there. So we're back here for second period actions. 3-0 lead here for the Whitecaps. As now we're going to go down the left side there as McLeod was on it. Now they're going to play it up to the point. That's going to be held in here. All right, that puck is rimmed around here. Up to the right side point. Greenwood's going to fire that towards the net. That hits a skate. Now the rebound there and a save by McDonald. And now it's going to come around the other side. Poked away there as Clements is going to keep that in, but McLean's away. She had that picked off now. Mariner battling with Marshall there. Abalera fires that up the wall. Into the neutral zone here for Greenwood. She's going to center that one. That's picked off by Mariner. She's going to leave it there for Kennedy, who just chips that off the wall. McLean's going to make a move. Pressure there was Burns, but now Mariner's going to pick it up. She tries to make a move, but that's picked off by Miller, and she was almost off to the races there. Now Marshall's going to fire that through the middle to Miller again. And that's going to be held on to by McDonald. She's going to hang on. Is back to the point here. Zamaro's going to have to hustle. She gets there in great time, and she's going to hold the line. Now that puck going to be pushed back down the wall, just inside the Whitecaps blue line, and that's going to hit Henry, sorry. No, it is Henry, so my apologies. As I have a little argument with myself up here in the booth. So just going to push that back and forth in the neutral zone, and that pass from Amaro. That's going to find Henry here. Henry tries to get in. And now it's going to be pushed up to the point, but pushed away as Barker tried to keep that in, but now Tortola's there. It's going to be pushed up the wall as McLeod now. She's going to give chase. That's a cross-ice pass for Henry. And behind the net now. Rimmed around the other side. Amaro tries to keep that in. It was blocked by McLeod. She's going to center that through the neutral zone. Picked off by Barker. And she's going to fire that back in the zone. And away goes Henry. She's got Tortola with her. Henry tried to center that. She just pushes it low. 10:58 left to go here in the second period. Back around the other side. Henry tries to go back to the post. Now it's going to be held in. It's McLean now. She's going to make a move. Fires that through the middle of the ice looking for Piero. Piero tries to exit the zone, and she does. She's going to make a move to the left side. She's got a step there on Mullins. And Piero's away. She's going to fire that at the net. That goes wide. Just past McClellan at the blue line now, as that puck's going to go down inside the Quad County zone. As now McLeod's in all alone. McLeod, shot there and a save by Walsh as the rebound's going to squirt out into the slot area. Shot by Piero, blocked there. Is good job by the Inferno to clear the front of the net there, as McLeod's going to race back for that, but it's going to exit the zone as they try and dump that one back in. Mumbercat now, she's just going to get that in deep, and they're going to give chase. So now it's going to be rimmed around the other side. Pushed over the zone by McLeod, looking for McLeod. McLeod's going to pick that up on her forehand. She's just going to fire that the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing here. 9:40 left to go here in the second period. 3-0 lead continues here for the Whitecaps. Face off won by the Whitecaps, and they're just going to rim that around to the other side. A good job there by Mullins to keep that in. And McLean's going to go off to the races here. It's going to be McKay that gets there first, as now it's going to be sent down the length of the ice. No icing on the play. That's now away go the Whitecaps. Kennedy. She's got a head of steam now. Kennedy down the left side. She's going to hit the brakes, turn towards the net, fire that thing, scores! Veronica Kennedy from the half wall. She fires a shot on net, and that's going to give the Whitecaps a 4-0 lead. So we're going to have a goalie switch here for the Inferno. That's going to bring in Kaylee Matatal as we give you a quick glimpse of her. She's ready to go now. Halfway point of the game. Don't think it had to do with the goal. I think it was just the halfway point here, as they normally do. So it's going to be picked up behind the net by Greenwood. Greenwood. She's going to work down the right side. She's got a little bit of space. She's pushed off there by Piero. And now she's just going to fire that inside the zone, or try to anyways, as she fanned on that attempt. Now they're just going to play ping pong here in center ice. As now Burns is going to take an alternate route here, and good decision there, as that puck's going to squirt down into the Whitecap zone. As DeWolf's going to hold the line here. Opportunity here for the Inferno. We got a couple viewers, one from Antigonish, one from St. John, New Brunswick. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sylvienne Poulin cheering for number 18, Lila McKinnon, for the Whitecaps. So shout out to her for jumping in on the comments. And Joanne cheering for the Inferno from Antigonish. And I do apologize about the no sound there, folks, as I had to run away from my spot just for a quick moment to help out one of my teammates, I guess we'll say. We're back in action now, and I hope you continue to enjoy what you could see in the camera there. So once again, apologize, but we should be back in action now. So thank you for tuning in, guys, and sharing where your location is in the comments. As those comments will show up later. If these young ladies will watch their games later on, they'll see exactly who was cheering for them. And that's a great touch there, as well, as that puck's going to be dumped into the zone now. Looks like Greenwood's going to have a step up the ice down the right side. Greenwood, one-on-one. She's got Riley with her. Greenwood into the middle, goes to the backhand. She tripped up, but I think she fell on her own there, as no call was made. As now it's going to be rimmed around here. 6:55 left to go. McLean, left side. It's got to beat Clements. McLean makes a nice move. Shot there, and a good first save there from Matatal as she enters the game here moments ago. And she gets her first touch here. Comments are buzzing now, folks. Appreciate you tuning in, cheering for Peyton McLean on the Whitecaps, says Brody McLean. I love to see the support here. And number 5 on the Inferno, Charlotte Chapman, as Joanne's cheering for her. So once again, thank you very much. As I'm sure these young ladies will look back and see the support from you guys later on in life, and be a great moment for them. So the Inferno will come out around the net. They're looking for the breakout as that stretch pass was just out of the reach there of Olivia Riley. And that's going to be an icing call, and we're going to head back down into the Inferno zone here with 6:09 left to go in the second period. Another great Shania Twain song coming over the speakers, and you won't hear me complain one bit about that all day. Good patience there through the middle of the ice, and that's almost turned over. As now Kennedy is going to get that down to McLean. McLean shot there on Matatall, and she's going to smother that up and hang on. Another good save there from the newly entered netminder. So that face-off is won here by the Inferno, as they're going to look to head up ice here as they trail by 4 now. The scoreboard says 3, so that is incorrect. So apologize for that, but now we're updated. Lots of apologizing here. Promise I'll get it together for you folks. Lots of moving parts here. As that shot from Burns from the point goes in on Matatall, and she makes another save as that rebound's going to sit at the back of the net. And now they're going to fire that one towards again. That's cleared. Tortola up to the point. She's going to pressure Burns, who fires that back down low. Good safe play there, looking for McLean. Peyton McLean wraparound chance there, as she saw some daylight. But Matatall gets across post to post, and she's going to smother that up. And now the puck's going to be cleared the length of the ice. We'll see if it has enough for icing, and it does. So back down here into the Inferno zone as the Whitecaps continue to apply pressure here. We're still seeing lots of smiles on both benches here. Love to see it. It almost brings you back to the real reason why you play the game and have fun, hang out with your friends. And physical activity doesn't hurt either. As that puck's chipped into the corner now, the Inferno are going to get on it here as they look for their options for the breakout. Picked off there as Mariner was in on the forecheck as they try to center that. As DeWolf now, she's going to move up the ice. Centering pass there for Ross. As she had that roll off her stick. Peyton McLean now tries to chip that out of the wall. And that's going to be held in the zone now as McClellan's going to go back here for the Whitecaps. McClellan's going to hit the brakes and go back the way, and she's pressured hard there. Kenley Miller, and we're going to have a delayed penalty here. It looks like it's going to be a slashing penalty on the Inferno. Corrected once again, it is the Whitecaps, and it's going to be Allie McClellan, 2 minutes for slashing, so the Inferno are going to have an opportunity to get one back here on the power play. And that's just the photographer in your shot there. He's trying to get the best possible shots here for your athletes. So we'll let him stay where he is. Good news is he doesn't stay for the whole game there. And that shot from Clements from the point is blocked there from McNeil, and they're going to send that the length of the ice here, and that's going to go just 200 feet. 4:10 left to go, second period. So the Inferno are going to try and get the power play breakout going now, as that's pushed up the left side, as that was just sort of the reach of Ross, and now it's going to be bumped down into the Inferno zone as Greenwood's going to go back for it here, right side. Greenwood, nice move there to get away from McKinnon on the forecheck there, as that's going to go through the feet of Ross, and now Marshall's going to pick it up. Marshall down the right side for the Inferno. Marshall shot there, tries to go top glove, and that misses the net and off the boards. Back up to the point. Good job to hold the line there as that was held in. And now that puck's going to get by Greenwood, and it's going to go down to Matatal and just to her right. So no icing as they are killing a penalty here. Greenwood looking for the breakout pass. She finds Ross just out of her reach. As now Kennedy's just going to fire that back in. As you probably heard the coach through the mic, right back in. Coach McLean, or at least that's what it says on the coat. Now that's going to be sent the length of the ice, and that's going to be icing indeed here, as that was just out of the reach there. So 3:02 left to go here in the second period. 37 seconds left in the man advantage. As McClellan's on her feet now, she's ready to be freed here. As even shorthanded, the Quad County Whitecaps continue to press. As now that puck's going to be pushed free. Away goes Olivia Riley for the Inferno. Down the left side, she's just going to get that one in deep, and she's going to go in and give chase. She has to beat McDonald there, and she does get there first. That's centered now. Riley on the back step. And that's going to be covered up by McDonald, as she really made sure there. She pounced on that one heavily. And she didn't want to take any chances there, as she gets the tap from her teammates. And she's going to hang on, and we're going to move to the left side of her for an offensive zone faceoff for the Inferno with 18 seconds left in the power play. Another great crowd on hand here at Ice Pad C, as the support and the signs are everywhere, as the atmosphere just continues to pick up here as we go. Back to the point, Barker tries to fire that at the net, but it was blocked. 10 seconds left to go here in the power play, as that's cleared out now. And the Inferno are going to have to tag up here as the delayed offside as McClellan gets ready to be set free here. As now she is, and that puck's going to squirt outside in the neutral zone here, just in front of the booth. That's going to be picked up by Piero. Piero's just going to fire that into the zone, looking for McLeod, who was streaking. McLeod got a piece of that, and that's going to stay inside the line as Burns got theirs. Her and Matthews collide. Matthews, fantastic hockey name. Or maybe that's just me as a Leafs fan. As Maya McLean tries to pick that up. She had that taken away. Now as McLeod's going to go back for it. I know she's going to leave it there for her teammate. And now they're going to go up the ice. McLean. Minute 45 left to go here, second period. Riley, chip and go. And that's going to be pushed outside the line now as McLeod's going to try and center that for McLean. And she does there as they battle away for it here in the middle of the ice. Now they're just going to battle for it here in the neutral zone at the red line area. So Hendry's going to go back for it, but Peyton McLean's in on the forecheck, and no surprise there. As we say her name quite a bit here in the booth. As now Kennedy's going to step in from the point. She's already got a goal to McLean. McLean, left side. She's going to turn. She looked for her options there. She didn't really like what she saw for her shooting options, so she tried to hold on and find a teammate, but now it's going to come back to the point for Kennedy. Kennedy, partner pass. Over to McNeil. McNeil on the back end, tips that low for McLean. McLean in behind the net here, last minute to play. Tries to wrap around attempt there, and a great job by Amaro to take that away. It's be picked up there by Chapman. She tries to exit the zone, but that's held in by McNeil. And now it's going to come to the blue line, and it will come out now as Abalera now is just going to chip that through the zone. That's going to make its way down onto McDonald as they battle away for it down in the corner there. Rimmed around by McNeil. Kennedy's going to give chase here with 30 seconds left to go in the second period. Piero through the middle for Peyton McLean. 2-on-1 forming here. McLean with Mariner. McLean. Shot there from a bad angle. And that rebound was pushed to the corner as Mariner was almost there for it. And now that's going to be sent the length of the ice. And it's going to be no icing. Waved off. 10 seconds left to go. Dangerous play there in front, as Chapman was in on the forecheck and almost turned that one over and put it in the back of the net there. 3.7 seconds left to go, second period. As the Inferno are going to pull the goalie here, looking for a last second man advantage here, so we're going to see how this unfolds for them. Don't mind the play. Not a whole lot of time for the Whitecaps to get a goal there, as they would pretty much have to shoot it right off the draw and have enough power to get that all the way down to the net, which think might be physically impossible here as that puck's going to go to the point. Shot from the point, and that's going to do it here for the second period. So after 30 minutes, the Quad County Whitecaps lead by a score of 4-0. We're going to take a quick break, intermission and a flood, and we'll be back with third period action, so stay right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Third period action. County Whitecaps lead this one by a score of 4-0 here. Going into the third period, is that pass from Tortola goes through the crease there. Now Clemens is going to get that at the point. She's going to try and fire that at the net, but it's going to be picked up by McLean here and neutral ice. She's going to go away down the left side. She's pressured by Miller there. She's double teamed now. She tries to fire that through the middle of the ice. That's going to get there, and it got caught in the water. There's a sticky spot. As they're going to see that here for the first couple shifts as that water settles. So now they're going to fire that towards the side. That's going to hit the back of it now as McLean's going to try and get that, but it got stuck in the water once again. So fortunate for the Inferno as that one got stuck. So away goes Tortola. She's going to hit the brakes, and that's going to be onside. So good play there. And now that puck's going to come out to blue line as Greenwood touches up. And what's going to be an offside call here. So another 15 minutes on the clock here. As the Inferno look to try and claw back into this one any way at all here. Now that face-off's won by the Whitecaps. Back up the wall to McLean. Down the right side. Dumped in there just past the stick of Barker down to that corner. As that puck gets stuck in the water once again, so they're going to have to be extra strong here on the puck. Just for the first couple shifts now as Burns tries to get that deep, but it's picked off here by Riley. And down she goes to the right side. Riley tries to center that pass, and it's pushed away. There's McLean now. She's going to have it. She's going to be all alone, but she's got McLeod coming late. We'll see if she sees her and move to the middle, poked off the stick, but stays inside the blue line now as that's going to be touched up and pushed out into the neutral zone here. As Burns is going to go back for it. Burns up the wall to McLeod. McLeod met there by Hendry as they fire that one back in. There goes the Zamboni in the back there working hard here as he's going rink to rink to make sure that we're buzzing right along here. And now that puck's going to come up to the point. Amaro fires that towards the net, but Burns is going to pick that off. Burns left side just in front of the penalty box here. She just soft chipped that down for McLeod. McLeod's going to have to get down there. There's no icing, as that might have been the water being a factor on that, but nonetheless, no icing. Play continues. As Taylor Romero is going to move up the ice there. She's got some space, centering pass over to Hendry just off of her stick. And that's just in front of the bench there. And now they're going to push that outside the zone, and Peyton McLean's away. McLean, left side, fakes to the middle, goes to the left, turns, fires that, and a blocker save there by Matatol. As now Omero's going to pick up the rebound. She's just going to fire that the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing here. As now it hits the end boards, and we're going to go back the other way here. We're going to set up in the Inferno zone. We'll give you a quick glimpse there of Whitecaps Nation is what we'll call them. As they're ready to go. Go Whitecaps go, says a lot of the signs. So great support here from family, friends, and just all around hockey fans. So I love seeing that. And give them their moment of fame there. So that's going to go down. That's going to be touched up by McDonald there, and she got a piece of that as she looks to the bench going, oh, that was a close one. As that centering pass there is picked off as Matthews tried to get that out front. Now she's in on the forecheck as they collide. And McLean's away. She's going to make a move. She's going to go down to the right side now. Goes back, stops up, goes to the forehand, tries to shoot. That was blocked there by DeWolf. DeWolf got in the shooting lane. Great job there. And now it's going to be chipped out into the neutral zone as Matthews is going to have to race for it here. Matthews going to get there first. Good hustle. In all alone goes to the backhand there, and she slides into McDonald, and oh my. Hopefully she's okay there as sliding into the net there. That's what happens sometimes when you give it your all. You get taken down and you go into the net. Looks like McDonald's okay. Looks like Matthews is okay. And we will continue on here, so that's great to see as she went into the net pretty hard there. She gives the nod, I'm okay. I thought for sure the face-off was over here, and now it's going to be. So if you're just joining us now and you're late to the party, no big deal, but thank you for tuning in to this High Button Sports Live stream here of this U13A Female Provincial Championship. Some great hockey on display here from all of these ladies in every division. Female hockey is in great hands here in Nova Scotia. And if you don't believe me, check out all the other action here from other 3 rinks. That's chipped out into center. Clements for the Inferno now. She's going to go on the backhand there. McLeod just missed that. It was out of her reach, so Burns is going to go back inside her zone for it. Chipped up the wall. Into the middle now. As McKinnon makes a nice move at the blue line. McKinnon, she's going to hit the brakes. Wait for some recruits there as Abalera turned that over. Now it's just off the stick there. McLean now, and they're going to get that in behind the net. Inferno look to break out. Nice move there. Risky one, but away they go. That's going to be Kenley Miller. And she's going to work in over the blue line. She's going to fake to the left side now, and she's going to go there. Tries to shoot that at the net. She's going to get it back on the backhand shot there. Stopped by McDowell on the rebound. Smothered up. Or should I say the lack thereof rebound. That's another good save there by McDonald, and she's been great here in this one. .10:31 left to go, third period. Second game of 4 here on Ice Pad C. All 4 rinks buzzing all day. 4 games in each rink. That's shot towards the net there, but blocked. As Piero took a spill. She's back to her feet now. Saucer pass through the middle of McLean. McLean had that pushed off her stick there by Hendry. And now Kennedy is going to have to go back. Now Greenwood's going to pick it up here for the Inferno. She's going to have that stripped from her, and that puck's going to find McLean once again here as that puck just continues to find her stick. But she's pinched off on the wall now. And that's going to go down inside the Quad County zone. Tortola's going to hustle in there, and she's flying. She's going to get there first. In behind the net now. Gets tangled up. Picked up by McLean. McLean's just going to turn, fire. Looked up. Made a nice move there on the half wall, and she's just going to try and exit the zone on her own here. As now that puck gets out, but it's centered for Tortola, who had to wait for Hendry to touch up. Pass through the middle there. That was on the stick of McDonald. There's now McLeod. Nice move there by Amaro, and another one. Well, McLeod's going to turn that over, but it hits Amaro. Mariner chips that through the middle to McDonald. McDonald's just going to try and get that in deep. A good back pressure there from Elise Ross. And now it's going to be pushed inside the Inferno zone. Now is Greenwood's going to go back for it. Greenwood looks up ice. She tried to go down the wall there, and she got tangled up. No call. Play continues. As we're going to have a delayed offside here as the Inferno are going to have to tag up. As that's going to go by everybody. And it's not going to go down for icing as that was tipped on its way. Back out into the neutral zone here for the Whitecaps. They're going to fire that cross ice. That's going to go off the wall. No icing on the play. Good pace of the game here. No sense in disrupting that there as they were right on site there for the icing call. Back up for Ross. And that gets out of the reach now. And out into the neutral zone here for the Whitecaps. Chipped off the wall. Looking for McLean. McLean's going to work off the half wall. She tried to get going, but Greenwood was there with a good defensive play as she works her way down the wall. But that's stripped here. McKinnon now. Fired it in. Barker. And that puck's going to be just outside the blue line. Good heads-up play there by McLean as she realized that they were going to be offside. So she waited. And it's tough to do, I know from playing for sure, that those split-second decisions, they look easy from up here, but shot there. Back door, that was a rebound there, but the split-second decisions are tough to control your brain to tell you not to touch the puck there when really at the end of the day, that's the object of the game. So good heads up there by McLean, I guess is my point. As they work that down low now. McKinnon fires that out front. Turned, fired. As that was McLean as well in front. As now that puck's going to be cleared over the crease there as that was heading towards Matatall, but Greenwood right on site. And she's going to push that one away from the net. Now as Greenwood's going to go back for it here again. Chipped up the wall. And away goes Miller. The left side here for the Inferno. That's going to be offside there as they were just inside before the puck. And just that little spin there at the blue line caused them to go offside. No big deals. We're going to face off in the neutral zone here with 7:13 left to go. Whitecaps seem to be in command here of this one. With 7 minutes is plenty of time to get back into this one. As McLean just going to chip that off the wall. Up to the middle of the ice, picked off by McLeod. That's going to be dumped in to the zone. Barker's just going to get that off the wall. Now they're just going to fire that back in over to the reach of Barker, and that's just going to get in behind her. She's going to turn, fire that through the legs of McLeod. That would have been a turnover. Piero towards the net. Blocked by Mullins. Mullins going to rim that around off the stick there, McLean. Back up to the point. Shot from Kennedy. He's already got one today. That goes off the side of the skate of Matatal. And that's going to be rimmed around to the other side as McLeod's going to get there first. She tries to center that. Picked off by Mullins. Good job there to read that play as now Matthews tries to get that out. She's going to hit the brakes there. She fanned on the original clearing attempt. Now Piero is going to have an opportunity. She pokes at that puck sitting in the slot area. Nice move there under the stick. And away goes Kenley Miller after a nice move to leave the zone as she tries to get through Kennedy, and Kennedy says, you'll beat one, but you're not beating two. Now McLean's going to tie up that stick on the half wall. They're just going to fire that in the zone now as Burns is going to go get it for the Whitecaps here. She tries to chip it up the wall, but it's closed off. .5:55 left here in this one. This third period buzzing right along. As McLean is pressured by Miller, and a good job by Miller. Second effort here. She's just going to stay right with her. Took exception to that one, and now she's going to pick that off and out to the point, but it's held in by Kennedy, who just joined the party late, and a good job there to step up and hold the line. Matthews for the Inferno down the left side. She's going to continue down that left side as Kennedy's going to pinch her off. And now Marshall tries to find Matthews, streak into the net there, but Burns intercepts that. McDonald's just going to fire that up to McLean. McLean gets a piece of that. She's going to have to race Mullins for this. McLean, she's going to get it, hit the brakes. Now she makes a nice move. She gets free. Cuts back to the middle. Shot there, saved by Matatal off the blocker, and the rebound was on the doorstep, but Mariner couldn't get a stick on it. And another good save by Matatal. Hendry now, that puck's going to find her stick. She's got Riley with her, and so she's going to fire that towards the net. McDonald's going to stop that. Had a trouble with it there for a second. A little bit of extracurricular. Nothing too crazy here as they just want to protect their goaltender, and rightfully so, as that faceoff's going to stay inside the Whitecap zone now. Faceoff won by the Inferno cleanly here as that puck goes back to the left point, as that was DeWolf. She's just going to keep the line. Back up top now, McLean for the Whitecaps. McLean, she's trying to figure out which way she wants to go, and she decides to go straight down the wall, and why wouldn't you? It's McLean now. She's going to fire that. That's tipped. That goes up in the air. Almost played with a high stick, as we all know. That wouldn't have counted if it got banged in. Pass through the middle of the ice there. Let's see if they can get there in time. That's going to come outside the zone now. That was offside by 3 or 4 feet there as the Whitecaps were trying to regroup and touch up. That faceoff's going to come outside the zone now. It looks like we're going to have something happen to Matatal down there, so the players are all crowded around. So she's not actually down the ice, so hopefully she's okay. We'll just give you a quick glimpse, but here at High Button Sports, we do not like to keep the camera on the player that's down out of sheer respect to that player. So we're going to wait to see here. We're going to step aside here for just a moment. We'll keep you updated as best we can on the situation. So she's back to her feet now, and she looks ready to go here. Maybe just tweak something, but kudos to her for sticking in there and staying with it. 4:31 left to go here, as she's been nothing short of spectacular since coming into the game here, as 4 goals were scored earlier on in the game here, and there's been none since. So hopefully that's not a broadcaster's jinx, as we call it. Stretch pass there. up the wall for the Whitecaps. They're just going to get that in deep here. 4:10 left to go, third period. There go the Inferno, not Inferno. As Abalera tries to center that, but they're going to get that deep, the Inferno, and they're going to give chase here as the time ticking away here for the Metro East Inferno. And now Riley's going to pick that up on the half wall. She's going to try and center that, but it's picked off by McLean. McLean was coming from the bench here, and that's going to be chipped down into the zone. No icing on the play. So we're going to have a puck race here. Greenwood's going to get there first, and we've said that a few times here this morning, or I suppose this afternoon it is now, as we officially reach 12:26 p.m. Now McLeod's just going to turn and try and center that one for McLean, but it was off a skate and down into the zone. Dangerous play there. But away goes Clements. Clements up the middle of the ice. She's going to make a move down the left side. Now she's through center ice. Into the middle. Shot from a distance. Saved there by McDonald. The rebound sitting there in the crease area, but it's cleared away. As now Peyton McLean's going to pick it up here for the Whitecaps, and away she goes down the left side. She's got some speed. And now she's going to get in free there, and then she just takes a spill there. And she takes a big streak out of the snow, and she's back up. And she's heading to the bench there. She looks like she might be in a little bit of pain there, but she looks okay as well. And she's going to head to the bench there for a quick change. We hope she's all right. As Greenwood's going to pick it up now for the Inferno. And she's going to go up the right side, cut back through the middle. That puck's going to go into the neutral zone now as Kennedy's just going to fire that through the middle, but that finds a stick of McLeod. McLeod, left side, she's going to shoot that into the feet of Matatall, and she's going to smother up and hang on to that one. And she hangs on. We're going to have a face-off down to her right. It looks like McLean's all right on the bench there. She's just explaining what happened there. Might have got tangled up with somebody and got a stick or a piece of gear or something in the side of the head, but she's fine and she's ready to go at the door. Some tough cookies in this game here, as we've seen a couple people take some pucks or a stick or anything like that, or whatever the case may be, but they stay in the game. As that stretch pass looking for Tortola is picked off by Kennedy, as she's just going to fire that back in deep now, but Amero's going to pick it up inside her own zone. Stretch pass, and that was a bullet cross ice looking for Tortola once again. Tortola's going to go back here for the Inferno. Minute 50 left to go here. Third period. 4-0 lead here for the Whitecaps. And that was almost turned over as Tortola started to head up ice. But now it's going to be centered for Mariner. And just out of her reach now as Barker's going to give chase against Mariner here. And that puck's in their feet. As Mumbercat's going to get it. She's just going to fire that through the middle of the ice. Held in by Kennedy. Kennedy's just going to turn, fire that towards the net. And it's blocked on its way. Minute 30 left to go. 90 seconds officially here in the third period. Back for Amero. Amero looking for her option. She's going to send that the length of the ice, and that's tipped there. So that's going to be no icing as Tortola is going to get in on the forecheck, and she's going to get there first. Nice move down low as Kennedy just whacked that one away from her. And now Tortola is going to go for a change, and she is flying there, as you can see in your screen. And that's how you change, folks. And Coach will love you for that, as now McLean's back out on the ice. Like I said, she's ready to go. She was at the door. As now Miller's going to go for the Inferno here. Miller, she's going to pick it up just inside the blue line. Down the left side, she's going to fire that towards the net there, and that just gets through McDonald, but it wasn't on net, so that doesn't go in. 52 seconds left to go, and that's going to go the length of the ice here for icing, and we're going to have an offensive zone face-off here for the Inferno. Pushed up to the top of the blue line now as Miller tries to make a play. Pushed off now as that shot there, tries to get through. As that was Ross trying to get that puck through to the net. 30 seconds left to go now as McLean's going to tie up Mullins at the blue line. But Mullins does a great job there to hold the line. Marshall in alone, shot saved by the blocker of McDonald. And that's going to keep the deadlock here for them. Good point blank scoring chance there as now the puck's going to find McLean. McLean, she's going to have a step on a good back check there by Mullins. McLean in all alone, backhand deke, and just missed there as had Matatall beat, but she just puts that wide. She wasn't happy with herself there as that's Another scoring chance for her. That'll do it here, folks. So 45 minutes have come and gone. And the Quad County Whitecaps are going to take this one by a score of 4-0. A back and forth game here. Ultimately, the Whitecaps come out on top. Thank you for staying with us here and tuning in. Thank you for all your comments and your support. We hope that you guys tune in later on. We'll leave you with the player of the game ceremony. I'll turn the mic off so you don't have to listen to me anymore. So for High Button Sports, my name is Matt Dudelet. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you later.